Hello, everyone. RBG Kim Kid here, back with some more Final Fantasy 16. In the previous video, we made our way to Ash. Now we're gonna go confront Barnabas / Odin. I'm actually very excited for this. I think this is gonna be a freaking intense fight, and I cannot wait for it. Oh yeah, and in the previous video, Joshua found out about Ultima's true form, which is Ifrit and Phoenix fused, so...
This is it, boy.
And then I want to talk about Leviathan as well, so I'll wait until we get to the map screen. Because there's something I just want to bring up about Leviathan before I forget about it. Which I kind of did because I wanted to talk about it before I really moved on, but oh well. So Leviathan. The thing with Leviathan is I'm not confused about it. Like, I totally understand. But how is Leviathan lost? Is it just that, like, you know, they said Leviathan the Lost? Like, how does that mean? This just means that is the line where the dominant would usually be a part of is like no, like, you know how the Phoenix usually awakens in the Rosaria family, Bahamut awakens in the Lesage family. You know, the dominants awaken within these specific lines of, you know, blood. You know, does that mean that the Leviathan's bloodline has been lost, so Leviathan's no longer here? Or is it that Leviathan just hasn't had a dominant awaken in it since the last one, which is, who knows? I don't know. Again, I mentioned, like, I guess if Leviathan's not talked about in this game, that'd be great. Actually, I know Leviathan's not talked in this game because Twitter. So it'd be interesting if now I know, and again, I'll probably talk about this when we're in the credits and everything. DLC. They did not plan for DLC at all. Like, DLC was not a thing for them when they made this game. They're like, well, we'll see how fan reactions and everything afterwards to see if we'll do DLC or not. I feel like if they do DLC, they have to talk about Leviathan. I feel like Leviathan should be a major part of that DLC. But yeah. Anyway, the Edge of Infinity. A perilous descent in... Oh, no, that was that. Revere. A single stoled spire rising high above the Deadlands and piercing the very heavens. Let's go fight Odin. And Barnabas for the third time. Technically the second time for the character, or for the player, I mean. Third time for Clive. Revere, the kingdom of Waloed.
I've come for you, Barnabas.
Barnabas. The last of the Eikons.
Stay close, Torgal.
Oh, that Torgal's always the constant companion, you know? Like, ever since you got him back, he's, like, always been with you, so... The Last King.
The tower. It's alive.
I don't know when this happened, but I bit my cheek.
More Eikons have fallen. They seem to feed on aether.
And
There shouldn't be any here. Help me, boy. Thanks, boy. slow. There's a good boy.
Alrighty.
Bloody fallen. Why do all their flaws seem to have a mind of their own?
It is actually crazy. We haven't been to one of these since Phoenix Gate, you know, way back when. So. Stay down. There doesn't seem to be anything elemental wise about like.
Well done, Togo.
So yeah, it doesn't seem like there's no elemental weaknesses or anything like that, which I'm somewhat okay with, so. These gonna be potions. Yep.
No mistakes.
Oh, come on, you bitch. Fuck. Damn it. Okay. Well, made it through. It's probably going to be either a potion or a high potion. Or not. Make sure there's no chest here. Up we go. Chunks of wire, right? You lose. Okay, that one's a little hard to try to get the... Damn it. The one where he has the arms up. That one's a little hard to get the... Oh well. Yeah, that... Like I said, the one with the arms up, that one's a little hard to try to get the dodge, or... Not the dodge, but the counter. The favor of ice. music's really good, of course.
If I were Barnabas, where would I be? The top. So I could look down on the world. Over here! Farewell.
The top. Excuse me, got something stuck in my throat there. Ugh. Actually, before you... Oh, hey. Oh, hey, your sick is all the way up. Administrator. Before you do that, I'm changing this to diamond dust. Yeah, I want to change that to diamond dust. I should have changed
It's over.
You bitch. I should have done that first instead of diamond dust, and then...
Well done, Tom.
Okay. Ah, jeez.
Well, that's new. Though I expected before I could rest.
Okay, first of all, I meant to dodge, but whatever. Soul Taker. Not Undertaker this time.
Let's try.
Not Spirits Within. No, that's the worst Final Fantasy thing ever. Damn, that took like... Ow. That took like half of his bar. Damn. Not bad. Still have a shit ton of gil. I definitely need to go and buy some music tracks.
What was that thing? Hopefully there aren't any more.
I mean, we fought one like that before. I mean, as far as I can tell, maybe it's because I beat it so fast, but I didn't think it did anything too different compared to like the actual Undertaker ones, you know?
You know what to do, boy.
Ah, chest. The Will of Ice. Alrighty. Oh, I was like, Torgal, where'd you go? There he is. He was a good boy. Is it time? That's a big ball.
Come on then.
Control nod. Node. Oh, come on. I dodged that.
Nice try.
Short circuit.
Nice try. Nice try.
Lights. That can't be good. Oh god, an iron giant? Or is that a gold giant there? That might be a gold giant.
What's one more, eh, Toggle?
Or an Arun giant. Ow.
Nice try.
Boom! Our room giant dismantled. Oh boy, that was good. Probably gonna save all my ability points that I'm getting until after I get Odin's power. Of course it would be raining.
Almost there.
Almost there. I had a lot of bullshit to do. The crown. Did that just fill up? Oh, no, it did not fill up everything. Okay, but it got close to it. I don't think I need to do that high potion that I use, but oh wow. There we go.
He's here. I can feel him.
Ah, my throne, Chester. The king sits there. Like, why do I get it? Yeah, okay. Are we gonna learn a little bit more about, like, the Fallen and all that stuff? Oh my god, he is sitting on a throne. Or there's a throne there.
Why?
The blade must ever feed if her edge is to remain keen.
Indeed!
Butcher.
Yeah, Barnabas' voice actor, the same one's
What
mouth
care
from
you
Gameplay
for
Chronicles
these
2.
worthless creatures? They are nothing. Weak from the moment of their conception, ever longing for power not theirs to command, they turn unfailingly upon themselves. Like sheep, they roam in filthy flocks, eager to trample those few gifted a fleece of gold. Or that they might feel contentment with their pitiful existence. Prejudice and persecution, severance and strife, every earthly wrong springs from the malice in men's hearts. Malice born of the pain and suffering that is free will. Its corruption is gnawed at your being from the very moment of your birth.
You're wrong. It is no corruption. It is who I am. Every choice I make, right or wrong, gives me reason to carry on. And carry on I shall. Not as a puppet, but as a man. Which are you?
There was a time I too thought those the only choices.
What?
What?
Long ago, God granted man the gift of magic. And with that gift did he build great civilizations. Yet over time, man lost sight of the gift's true meaning, stepping from the path of shared prosperity to one of avarice. He abandoned his creator for sword and flame, and through his folly, beckoned the blight. Yet, there were those few who refused to turn their eyes from the heavens, and they prayed to God that he might lead them back to righteousness. And the Lord, he did answer. Before the worthy shall the gates of paradise open. And so did I spread my arms to the ether, and cast my soul upon its gentle waters.
Oh boy.
I gave myself unto him. My worth proven, the Lord charged me thus. If your kind are to find salvation, they must be made to serve. You see, paradise lies but a single step away. Could we only take it? Could we only leave our transgressions behind? For none save the pure of heart and mind may set foot in the new world. I will save us. But it all begins and ends with you. You are the key, Mythos. And with this humble offering, shall I prove my faith once more.
So you forsook your kingdom. You forsook yourself to serve. Tell me, how is that living? What you seek to provide is not salvation. It's anything but. Life is about always having a choice. Take that away, and we might as well be dead.
Oh boy.
Very well. Come then.
Come then.
Show us the strength of your will.
It's not the strength of my will that should worry you, but the weakness of yours.
Oh boy.
If you think your will the stronger, prove it. By this day's end, you shall know the truth. I'm tired of this. Show me more!
Blessed with the might of a god, yet still you fight like a man.
Gunyer.
Too slow. Nice try.
Don't disappoint me! Must I show you? Fool!
Too slow.
Ow.
Nice try.
Come to me! God chose you to serve as his vessel, and you cling to this foolish notion of hope when there is none.
I think there's plenty of hope. Oh shit, you becoming Odin.
Fuck!
Oh, that's bad.
Desperate, are we?
Finally, we can begin. Yeah!
Ow. Oh, that's a good one.
You have been shown the path. Now you must follow it. Free yourself, Mythos. You will not defeat me otherwise.
We'll see.
Perhaps you still require persuasion.
Nice try.
Come on.
Enough, Mythos!
God damn it. He's trying to do cold snap. Ow. Right, I forgot that. Oh my god.
Your will hinders you.
Nice try. slow. Nice try.
Alrighty.
But it cannot be.
Defeated. You admitted defeat the moment you turned your back on us. When you turned your back on the truth, Barnabas. We are not as weak as your god believes.
Ruh-roh.
Damn it.
Ruh-roh. Ouch.
What are you waiting for? Men know nothing of strength. What you will.
That's a big fucking sword. Damn. Damn, I did Setsekuten. Bye-bye, horse.
Could it be you have made a weapon of your weakness? My apologies. You are not the fool I took you for. And so it ends.
No!
Okay, that was a crazy laugh.
Don't tell me you are tired, Mythos. Your stubborn defiance has stirred my long-becalmed heart, filling it with a joy that I have not known for generations. I had thought the tantalizing kiss of self-indulgence a dream forever out of reach. And now that its sweet ruin courses through my veins, I shall not be quick to relinquish it. Show me your work, Mythos, that I might revel in it!
That I might revel in it! Oh, I don't have Torgal for this.
Must I show you? You will obey.
You know the crazy thing? The only person,
Long have I suffered the disappointment of lesser
or the only
no more.
the only
My constant congregation, salvation is come. Rejoice as our souls are granted peace unending.
we all wield
Oh, this day will come.
the only
What proof?
dominant that we never fought in their like human form is Dion or Dion, however you say his name.
Lord's grand design.
Because we fought Benedicta, we fought Kufka.
Serve your God.
I mean, if you want to count this as his human form, I guess you can. Ow, ow, ow. Shiva!
Prepare yourself.
Woodenworth woes.
My heart, it soars, as it did the day I won Ash. Since then, many have sought my crown, Mythos, but none could wrest it from my head.
Ow.
Come! Have you the strength? Have you the will? your price.
Oh. Jesus. Ow. Come, Blizzard!
Too slow.
Oh, ow. Jesus. Wrong, I'm on the wrong icon. Bitch. Almost made a mistake and tried to do that. Whoops. God damn it. Goodbye, Barnabas. This is a pretty good fight. Now I wonder if we'll get an Ifrit and Odin fight, or Vol will get just what we had. Oh my god. Oh, okay. It was just the helmet.
Well, the day is at an end.
And
I have
we
to
both
say,
know the truth.
I really do
It
like
is I
Barnabas'
who
voice
stand
in this.
victorious. My will that prevailed.
Your will? No. It was his. Clive Rosfield.
No! Barnabas slain. Did I get a level up? I did not get a level up. Oh well. The Dark Shard. Power of the Eikon Odin may manifest. This shard of crystal is as black as a moonless night and can be heard to emit the soft hum when held to the ear. I mean, we could still have the Odin fight. Oh, good boy, Torgal.
Perhaps there is strength in will. Would that I had not relinquished my own.
You relinquished nothing. What was it, if not will, that made you strive for a new world? Strive to win your master's approval? You were shown a fantasy, and you chose to believe it. But you were wrong. There is no world, but the one we live in. And that world is worth saving. Even if it means killing a god.
Killing a god.
Bold words. From one who has served the Lord so well.
This is pointless.
But I almost forgot. I promised that I would make you presentable. Did I not?
And he's gotta give me his power.
We shall fulfill our destinies. Just as the Lord's Mothercrystals have fulfilled theirs. Come, Clive Rosfield. Take what is rightfully yours. Become one with God.
With God!
At long last, salvation. I'm coming home. Mother.
I knew it. I think he's gonna say mother. God damn it.
Tell me,
Now I've got the
how
power
does
of
it
Odin.
feel?
Ah, shit.
Show yourself! Face me!
How does it feel to consume your rival's strength? To gorge yourself on their beam? To edge step by trembling step ever closer to the divine? With or without a will, you are still but a vessel, our vessel. Behold, how your body shudders in anticipation of its fate.
It's not yours yet.
No. Come then, O wayward child. We shall await you upon the back of the first worm. There all shall end and begin again.
Damn. A vessel complete. Meanwhile, Ronda Hall. Oh no, Uncle Byron!
Quickly, my lord, quickly!
Why the hell is my city falling with the gases?
Don't ask me, ask them! Since when was Eikon?
Younger brother of the late Archduke Elwin and Warden of Port-Ezadol, though he kept his head low during the dark days of imperial rule of Rosaria, now that the Empress Annabelle is dead and his nephews return from the grave, he strikes out once more and listens to his old friends Eugene Havel, Dalmatian Field Marshal, to Clive and Joshua's cause. Former Field Marshal of the Dalmatian Republic. While there was a time he took personal command of his troops, Hugo Kupot's rise to prominence led to his being recalled from the battlefield by reason of his advancing age. However, it was the battlefield that was to return to him when a horde of Akashic attacked Randall Hall, and with the ministers either stupefied or slain, he was left with no options but to coordinate its defense.
I will want to hide when there was a fight to be had, since they stripped me of my rank and banished me from the battlefield. Now I'm stuck fighting the backsides of this lot while the city burns and my wife tells off the man half my age! And then
Man,
you
half
turn
my
up.
age!
What the hell are you doing here anyway?
What indeed?
The enemy numbers 200,000 or more, counting the Yorks. There are simply not enough soldiers garrisoning the capital to repel an army of that size.
Then what of the central keep?
Held by a contingent of soldiers and bearers from the surrounding boroughs. They are the sole reason it still stands. And all it took was an army on their doorstep to bring them together.
The prospect of death does put things into perspective.
Perspective. Perhaps it's what we've lacked all along. lend me some of your best men, preferably all of them. My best men? Does it look like I have any more? I admit this might not be the most convenient time. Nephew's in trouble, and I may have already promised him your help. Your nephew, the outlaw.
Your nephew, the outlaw.
My soldiers.
How do you know he's the outlaw?
And die for nothing. Then you and he are of the same mind. Clive fights for the opposite. He fights for a world in which they shouldn't have to live and die for nothing. And he fights today to give us all a chance of a better tomorrow. Be that as it may, a handful of men cannot stand against a kingdom.
Then mayhap they are the wrong men.
Hey there.
I'll be damned.
Our numbers are few, but I shall rally as many of my dragoons as I'm able. You, apprise the Lord Strategist of the state of the city's defenses.
Yes, Your Radiance.
And you would fight alongside us?
I owe the Phoenix a debt.
Does this vouch for my nephews?
Aye, but I still have my doubts about you.
Which we can discuss later.
Indeed.
You said you had men garrisoned in the keep. Captain, do you know how many yet remain?
Allow me to confirm. Commander?
Whatever their number, Randalar will be needing
Gather the
them
bodies
all.
and build a pyre in the courtyard. Quickly,
Terence,
my lord.
you will find a girl there.
A girl. We are in the middle of a war.
I owe her my life, and I always pay my debts. You are to see that she is provided for,
Aww.
Dion, I cannot leave.
but you shall. If I'm ever to be worthy of the forgiveness of our people, then I must earn it. And I must earn it by my hand, and my hand alone.
Oh, we have a name for her. Dominant of Bahamut, Warden of Light, after lying waste to much of the Crystalline Dominion in an Ultima-inspired frenzy, Clive evacuated him to the hideaway where Tara labored to mend his wounds. Finally awakening, he escaped to the Dominion to survey the damage he had done and collapsed from shock. Awaking again to find himself in the care of a young medicine girl named Kyle? Or Keel? An orphan girl who pays for her bread by making and selling medicines. Her travels took her from Dalmacia to the Crystalline Dominion, where she nearly lost her life when the city was all but destroyed by Bahamut. After the flames died down, she labored to mend the wounds of the injured townspeople, eventually coming across the collapsed Prince Dion, who she nursed back to health. Why did we get her name all of a sudden? How is she so important?
And know that I will do it.
Aww.
Farewell, Terence.
Come on.
Farewell,
Aww.
my prince.
Aww. I really want to take another look at the complete mural of the Ultima mural. I want to take another look at that sometime later, or just to look at it at all. Estella. Oh, Joshua's back. Aye.
Clive, thank fuck. You alright?
Did she have a baby?
But I'm a damn sight better for seeing you, Joshua.
And Barnabas?
The king is dead.
The king is dead. Long live the queen. Scion of the tribe that crossed the seas to Valisthea from the southern continent many centuries before. Barnabas remains a zealous adherent of their ancient religion, the Circle of Malice. Tasked by his god Ultima to assist with the perfection of his vessel, Barnabas put Mythos to the test, at last judging Clive worthy and surrendering the strength to him with his dying breath. Settlement situation in the mining country in the center of Walud. The mines made homes. Among their oh my god, I had trouble with this word last time too. Excavations and lived there with their families. However, with the advent of the Arch, its residents disappeared and now the village is all but deserted. A young woman with child who made her home in the Waludan village of Valisthea and is now the only surviving member.
So they're all...
Oh no, she hasn't had the baby yet. Maybe we should probably put her on the Enterprise.
They are, but so is their killer. He can't hurt anyone anymore. You're safe.
Gav, we need to talk.
It's kind of serious business. Very, very serious business. Yeah, that's...
I'm sorry,
they're going
Clive.
straight to the Enterprise.
You know I want nothing more than to go with you.
I do. But I'm glad you're heading back to the Enterprise nonetheless. And not just for Edda's sake. Our people need to know what happened here.
You can count on me.
As can she, I hope.
Thank you, me lords.
You'll be a fine stepfather, Cav.
Do you think that was wise?
Wiser than leaving a woman with child alone in the Deadlands. They'll be safer at the hideaway. For now, at least. This land is overrun with Akashic. The king himself was long turned, albeit by choice, all to serve Ultima in his damnable quest to forge the perfect vessel.
The chaos Barnabas wreaked upon nation after nation. How many were killed for this?
Too many.
He didn't consider it killing. Or a mercy of sorts. A way to end their suffering. He truly wanted to save mankind, and ultimately use that.
As he uses us.
But why us? What are we?
What are we? We are dominance. That is our fate. But that doesn't mean we have to accept it, which is why we fight. For the right to deny it.
Hells
Is that
yeah.
not so?
It is. For our sins. Barnabas said something else. That the Mothercrystals were Ultimas.
Ultimas? Are you certain?
We know that the Mothercrystals have been leading the land of Aether.
Oh wow, this is a nice slow violin version of like the main crystal theme,
which hastens the spread of the blight. But what I cannot fathom is what Ultima stands to gain from that. What did you find at the stronghold?
The truth about Ultima's prize. For so long, I believed it to be you, and you alone. Yet, it is not merely Ifrit that he desires, but Ifrit and Phoenix both. That which we became in the skies over Twinside. Only when the twin flames are joined shall his vessel be complete. Quite why he needs a vessel is another question. Unless there is something he cannot achieve without one. Something his immaterial form precludes.
Precludes?
Something requiring an unthinkable amount of ether and a body resilient enough to channel it. If I did not know better, brother, I would think that he meant to cast a spell.
He means to cast Ultima.
A spell 1,000 years in the making. A spell to end all spells.
And he cannot do it without us. Nor without the Mothercrystals. But if we destroy them all, we will stop not only the blight, but Ultima as well. We stick to the plan then. Only this time,
together.
We face him together.
Well, it's a long walk to Stone here. Let's not keep Ultima waiting.
Oh, you kind of hit the spot where I'm having him sealed. Brotherhood. Oh. The power of darkness. Clive has claimed the portion of the Eikon Odin's essence. Attuning with Odin not only changes the but also allows access to a new iconic abilities such as Gungnir, a frantic flurry of attacks that damage all enemies within range. Odin's feat. Odin's iconic feat, Arm of Darkness, can be used temporarily to transform Clive's weapon to Odin's legendary blade. Landing attacks slowly charging the blade and radiate for Zetsukukin, which is executed by holding square. Zetsukukin potency is determined by the blade's charge at the time of execution.
When Barnabas fell, his magic died with him. The road to Stone here is barred to us no longer.
Oh, there's a quest over there. Okay. Well, first things first. Sorry, Shiva. I want to test out Odin. Odin channel. Alrighty. Oh my god. 5,000? Dancing Steel. Rift Shift. Usable to recover immediately to for any ability or action. Oh. Interesting. I'm just gonna get it. I don't think I'll ever use it. Search for to strike an enemy can be executed multiple times in succession if previous hit lands. Each hit land successfully fills the gauge. Get that one up once. Gungnir. Summon the legendary spear Gungnir and execute an extended flourish of deadly slices and strokes. Summon the second blade and unleash a flurry of attacks. Each hit land successfully fills the Zetsukukin gauge. Replace Clive's current weapon with Odin's blade. Landing abilities with the Arms of Darkness fills the Setsukuken gauge. Hold square to execute Setsukuken. Interesting. All right, let's just go back to the hideout for now. All right, doesn't seem like there's any other quests, but let's just go back to the hideout for now. Because, guys, that is actually going to do it for this part of Let's Play Final Fantasy 16. In the next part, guys, we will, oh, God, we'll probably, maybe, I want to check out the hunts and everything else here. Check out all the stuff that's set here, and, of course, could probably make a new blade, which would be great and everything. So, yeah, wait, did they say new quests is available? I'm pretty sure it's just the one side quest that I picked up, or that I haven't picked up at the place yet, but, no, I'm very excited about that fight. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click and comment down below what you liked about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know, guys, what did you think of the fight with Odin? I thought it was really good. It was not as... I mean, it was very cinematic, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as big and flourishing as all the other ones in the past have been, but I think it was still a very good, interesting fight, in my opinion. So, yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to my main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RBG Keem Kid Twitter, are in there, too. Thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you all next time.